Thanks for the help. Give me a hand. Thank you, Kyle. Give me a hand.
Tôi屌你老味閪啊！我屌你老母係！
Right hotels, with fun family stay.
This one's for you. Thank you, Kyle.
Ability to show how good he is, obviously he is a wonderful left foot. He's got unbelievable ability that he showed in League One last season, and I think there's rightly a lot of excitement about him. And I think in pre-season, if he's playing his right position, obviously last season he was their left back. You know, he's actually done he's playing ability to make things happen. See that I think this switching play with I think it would be interesting to see how he gets shine. And then if he does, I think there's some chance. Especially you mentioned Jack Patterson, and that's in pre-season. He's going to be in all those positions. This pre-season, see him really gain that confidence at the start of next season. House of Fire, which will wait for this talent to really explode. Confidence not shown just yet, but in this pre-season will be massive in development and being as well how Frank, seeing how Frank is going to use it. I'm quite excited to see when he's still and the next player for me is going to be obviously you know, what a stunning season, particularly second half of the season. His first show last year, he got injured obviously just before the semi-final of the Europa League. Spurs going to win it, and he would be gutted to miss those big games.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Itching to get back on the pitch and show what he can do. And I think he's going to come in this season as well. I think last season, when he came to pre-season, he came into all this kind of youthful, energetic, exciting, exuberance himself. But I think this season he's going to come in and
commencing route creation.
ability to show that he's just had to prepare himself. He knows that. So I think he's going to have this confidence of there to be here. And we're going to see
Delivery route finalized.
very beginning.
Commencing route creation.
New season.
Delivery.
Easy, right?
No. No, man. The reload button is here for a reason. That'd be massively.
Look that one.
Commencing route creation.
PCs, he could really make a name for himself and his record. He came out records instantly going into the season.
Yeah. So, well, but I don't have that answer. Sure. Yeah. But you talk, yeah. There's no such thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sorry, we don't have. So we sell things, but because of the product knowledge, we don't have to always have everything, especially a subject question. Yeah. Would you mind doing that? Maybe you could do that. I think you could do that. Yeah, rather than me. Because my job is to sell, so rather what I know about the product and what I basically what I. Yeah. Yeah. What about when you go to a restaurant? Do you expect everyone to know as like the same thing? I think so. Right. Can I see some? Can I see some? Ah, the colors are good on the monitor, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. So I made a mistake. Yeah, because I knew, you knew that it was just pitch wide, not a giant. Meow. How are you now? Yeah, fuck off. Yeah.
Look, that one.
Ah.
That's the way. Look, that one.
Order completed. Well done.
I'm gonna make my journey down here. Yeah, and then go back up.
Commencing route creation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Delivery route.
What's happening? Chilled?
This cargo has been designated.
I'll try.
Order accepted. Thank you.
That's a bit.係啊，大佬你信唔信我靚啊？對住睇我咯。 Yeah, there's
it does very good one. It's very the big one only, like the one the restaurant.
But these are manufactured.
No, it's made, but the structure needs to be.
We just buy one. Well, how many sheep you gonna be? No, but you want to use it by yourself. It's good. That's one. That's the gift back. How much is it? Don't mind. Cheap?
The big one, the
The one that we got.
big one, very big. I don't big.
Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah. In my life. I mean, this time is for him, so you're alright. Oh, okay.
Because last time also because the the client for separate because for my mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then my father it needs
Yeah, why is it for him and not for anyway, I don't know.
so got the separate for what reason, but I wanted for daddy right
Wow.
got the next one for TD and I want to put him.
That is not
That
nice.
is not nice.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do then to
Buy another like some
where from? From the airport. Ugh. I'm trying to go down without making an impact. Yeah.
even though it's two separate like they don't
Yeah. Loads of food. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And no one is like, what is fun?
Yes.
Like everybody put things so they take some keep going on.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Very much fun.
Yeah. Do you like some shit?
I like
Mm,
really
yeah.
but
Yeah.
aku ikut
Yeah.
foto relatif
Hey there, Sam.
Camera.
I'm glad you were willing. Reviewing status of order. What's this we've got here?
Is it an electronic one or just the one that you play?
Now displaying your current order grade.
I'm sure you know what you...
Order completed. Well done.
Yeah.
those like little buckets that changing the words.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Because it's gonna be tied at the time.
So what Switch game should I get then for this trip that I don't understand that skills? Can I play that when a monk is here? Leave the fan on. I listen to him for what?
Feels good.
Not even like Japanese understand.
Some deep stuff. No, it's too deep for us.
Because it's written in Chinese. They get the movement of the
Understand.
you know, the Chinese character is written in Japanese pronunciation.
I just suddenly remember your dad went to eat the Chinese dish. It was so crap, he said not going again.
No, he likes Chinese.
No, he likes, but that shop we went was terrible. No, there was one that in Mihara. Yeah. I don't know if they have done, but they look like shit. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it was terrible. But describe it. Do I have any drink? What are we doing for lunch? You got some really good stuff on lunch, Japan. You have those fish cake that has red bean inside.
It was one of those automatic into the bus. I tried to get rid of it. It was half black. It was something like $40, but it became $70. And then I thought there's something there, so I tried to fix it there. And it's really cool. Like, this is special deal. Once you move it, you can't get it back. So I thought,
Oh, scared.
keep it. Since it's $20, keep it.
Yeah, I would love to have it. But Kiwa? Kiwa? Yeah, Kiwa, yeah. That sounds nice. It was quite good. Yeah. Yeah, pretty decent. Noodle shop. Yeah.
This one's for you.
I didn't really check before, but there's always two in that. Be very good because there's only that shop, not there's
This is great.
up there.
Appreciate you delivering this for me.
Very fast, but not so shop. Almost
Now displaying your current order grade.
What kind of noodle shop do they sell? Yeah.
Order completed.
Oh,
Well done.
okay, that's my thing so open. Try one with my next door.
Oh.
So the noodle shop was actually so much. And then that was inside.
This cargo has
Someone to
heavy.
is quite like very old chap.
Order accepted.
Show on?
You.
That's something that's very like I used to old 96A in Hong Kong that and
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
then lots of those dry tea shop. And since it was
Commencing route creation.
for delivery here,
Uh-huh.
Right.
You know, Dad used to have his office
Your mom.
in Sohong, yeah. It's in Shanghai, one of the main streets. Yeah, I used to hang out there, and you know, opposite of the building, there used to be a snake shop that had live snake, and there was a woman, bare hand, grab, no, cut into the stomach of the snake and take what they call a dam, which is like a pocket, like a capsule. No, it's white. You just rip it out, and then the snake is alive, and I think waiting to be for the meat, I guess. It's quite disgusting.
I see dry snake. I looked at it.
They must have thought, you know what, man, I'm gonna get this snake, eat it, and see what it does to our body. And then they go, oh, it does this, and then they use special other things to go with it.
She was working. Oh, sorry, I have to go. There is police here. I called police. I didn't get it what she was saying. Why did you get the police at all? Oh, yes, there was a snake in the house. And then apparently she was alone. So the snake, like, big, just there inside the house. So she called the police. It's big, look at the snake in the house. Police come to help the snake.
Did they?
She said, well, we are having
There's a snake.
in front of snake, because if she didn't keep an eye on it, she didn't know it's snake, right? So she was staying in front of the snake, keep looking at the snake. Snake came so
Do you know there's a guy live in a swamp? It does a YouTube video, and he said, "Oh, these are invasive ones. Yeah, no, yeah. These are and I'm gonna eat it later. And these are like really crazy, like crocodile. He put his feet. You know, guys, make sure you don't dangle your feet in front of me. And this one is actually not going to eat me, but you know, like it's crazy." This looks like one of your failed experiments.
I appreciate it.
It looks like
Yeah, I think so.
but why?
Now displaying your current order
Yeah,
grade.
it looks
Still
like
dark, I see.
jajangmyeon noodles. But when you see the review,
Well done.
Don't listen to review lah.
it said like 4 grams.
I don't believe it.
This is one of those Hong Kong people have weird taste.
I don't think we should go.
Yeah, this one. This is not the one there. This is the one chewing up.
So why did they queue up?
Yeah, that's why. I have no idea why is it. I mean,
What you do? I'm not going. I'm going to a different one.
recommend ticket. This first.
出前一丁.
Yeah. Is it something they
Sade. Yeah. Sade is usually big. I'm not all that impressed. Okay, 流心 it means that dripping up the inside. Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, sounds shit, man. So why are they? Oh yeah, because it's so common that it's big, they become popular.
But okay, this is one of those songs of very little and behind that is little.
So why are they queuing up for something that you can make it up so?
Because those are another part that the Sunday beef noodle are delicious. The best but tasty.
Yeah, sure.
Best here,
Nah,
but
it's
tasty.
right. Yeah, how could that be so good when it looks like shit?
This one, that I can't get good. It's the taste, but because you see so many people doing that over there, I played early, so I didn't have to play at night. So I bought a Italian or popcorn and egg pie. Popcorn was big enough, delicious, hot. The Italian or rice was easy to eat and the fries was cheap. Instead, my friend was almost 3 beef cafe. The beef cafe was nothing when another friend asked for all but he couldn't ask something so he could eat something. Because it sounds like it's Chinese something This was it forced out by the woman.
Well, the comment said the satay, which someone else said is the best that I've ever tasted, was nothing special. But and then
First, he started to help me before the invader eating.
no, hang on. I think he said that you might as well eat at home.
The food is excellent, and the self-service attitude is also good. However, the price is a bit expensive. However, we still often see him queuing up, whether eating in or taking out. It proves that the natural fragrance makes you think about eating
Do be
in
careful
for
as
a
you
long
leave.
time.
Boss.
Order completed. Well done.
This guy is talking shit.
You toy. I can't read.
I can't either. Move on. Next.
I'm so very grateful for it.
the day of regular. I'm a big one. The big crowd noodle one. But I like the fried cold coffee. The fried noodles were very thin. The cold coffee was soft and very good. I like the golden coffee. The waiter were very white.
Very nice.
The standards of the waiters in Hong Kong tea restaurant. The only things I'm picky about is the noodle soup base is not hot enough. I try to like it very hot.
Hot as in temperature.
Yes. So overall, I will give it 4.7.
Wow.
Halfway.
Wow. So if it's hot, you get almost 5, if not 5. Perfect score. My God, can we do an order? Does it do order? Like pita? My God, let me look at that name. Can I look at Chinese? Oh, Wing Sun. Let's order something.
Maybe they don't have the thing because they don't need next year. Like
Try it.
permanent.
Yeah, why would, but why would you as a, but why would you not increase your sales and profit?
Because they cannot cook more than they need.
Wing Chun?
Wing Chun. No.
Hold on.
Panda, I think, don't have.
I don't use that. Wing, and then what's the second name?
SHUN.
SHUN, that's it?
As Indonesia. I think they don't do.
I have problem with the server. Can you check Wing Chun? Yeah, I'm not online. Again. Yeah, no internet connection again. I'm gonna use, not use Wi-Fi to do this.
Oh yeah, Wi-Fi it should be.
Oh, Wing Chun
Yeah.
Yawa, but it's closed.
Oh.
Closed, opens on 6th of July at 6:30. Wow, $85 for a door noodle.
Have they?
Oh, the rice are good though.
The pork chop rice is the one.
Yeah.
That guy said it's good.
Yeah. Shit, they do it. But 85 for that is a bit dear. 6th of July, which is tomorrow. So they.
Yeah, internet a bit fast at the moment. Why? It is data a bit. Not working well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, mate.
It's a bit.
Yeah, I need a reset. But hang on a minute. I just see. No, I'm broadcasting. No, I'm okay.
Maybe
No, it won't.
the PS5 is taking up all of.
No, it's not the 56 gig. Yeah, don't be such a village person. Really, it's embarrassing. Yeah, it won't take any significant bandwidth. It's not back in, even back in the days, 56 peso, you have very little influence, let alone today. Look, it said it's doing good. He said, yeah, we're fine, man. What are you talking about? Who's hacking us? It's good or bad? Yeah.
When you see the mom eat food.
Yeah, and it sounds great.
Yeah, so not
Oh, one second. No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Look.
Impressive work, Sam.
Are you on reset? Quit your app.
You are using personal hotspot.
Nope.
No internet connection.
Are you serious? Restart, because I'm good now.
Restart the phone.
Yeah. Because look, I'm good. Like I have Wi-Fi. Let me go to Kita again. Let me quit Kita and go again. See if we'll let me. Yeah, no, but it is there for the trigger off shit. Yeah, I'm good, man. Anyway, so what do you want to do? Do you want to go outside to that place? It's up to you. What's up? Go on. It's an option.
Oh, there was a meatball
From the Japanese delivery. Let's do that then, if that's okay. Let me see.
I guess we started. I see up
Right.
at the moment. Up. Don't you think Apple is getting big too?
It's what? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
There is no Steve Jobs for quite a while.
Yeah.
They can't do shit.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
I'm now fighting.
Gaia.
I think you have to fight for like
Chennai, huh?
anyway, you open hotspot.
No, I also see your as well. Yeah. How do I switch it off? How do you switch it off?
Yeah, personal. It's off. But maybe because it's a family stuff, they're gonna forcefully access to us.
Like, yeah. Oh, I'm using. No, I'm not using.
Yeah.
I just accidentally. Hold on. No. I switch it off. Yeah. So how do I switch it off then? Hotspot.
You open personal hotspot and on.
Where? Where? Stop talking. Setting, personal hotspot. Oh, mine is off.
Yeah, but even you're off, because you access mine while mine off, and then made it activate. Let me try. You see, hold on. Now you are off, right?
Yeah.
And then now I'm trying to access it.
Oh, it asked me allow or not allow.
Why mine you are less without us?
Stop. Let's go back. I'm gonna say allow. No, allow.
How come you?
I think you press something.
Because I thought how many get absorbed.
Oh, I don't use it. I wouldn't use it. It was only because you saw something. I'm trying to like. Right. Oh. I went downstairs for a walk, and they're not playing football. They're doing some handball where they throw it and pass it at each other. No, I walk past them. There's only one group. And then when I was downstairs, I saw some guy. They're crowding each other with the security. No, it's not nice. It's not nice because I usually go down for the night above sun when it's a nice sun, nice wind. Today it's so stuffy. It's not nice. I actually didn't even finish my basic 30 minutes. I went for about 27 minutes. Just why it's too stuffy. Yeah. Oh, it's near the sea. But we are near the sea. Just China Sea. Sea. That's the sea.
The beach is more.
Yeah. Bigger than the Victoria Harbour. Yeah. No, China don't need to expand. They are so big. They don't need to let me feel this sea to make our country a little bit bigger, because we run out of space. It's like Canada saying the same thing. No. The biggest country in the world. So. Or what?
Here we go.
Yeah, if you want to take it back, why didn't you make a better decision? Yeah. It's fine, mate.
But the steam amount is a bit over shape.
That's fucked up.
Now displaying your current order grade.
So I thought if I go for bigger,
Order completed.
Yeah, but the water will drip down.
is it? But yeah.
Yeah, it will drip down. You're better off small than big. I think it's just right, bro. And even now, I think it will drip a little bit because it's too big.
Wow, I buy small box than any type.
So we have a small, the green one. So we have a green pan. Oh. What do we have now?
Smaller one. I don't know oil culture. Very good for.
Snack.
Bigger one. For. I think you need to put in water and anything. Then
Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is weekly Tottenham news review. I am Lee, the Dorset Spur, and I'm here to talk to you about the different stories making the headlines over the last 7 days, give you my opinion on those, and invite you to let me know what you think of my opinions. Of course, it's a little bit quiet, isn't it, at the moment? As Tottenham fans, we are all desperate to hear news of new incomings or outgoings or whatever it might be, something to excite us and get us going in the new season, you know, fast approaching with pre-season games coming up, you know, fairly soon. First one against Reading very soon. Thomas Frank back at Tottenham now, ready to play on Saturday, starting from Saturday as they start to return from their break after the end of the season. Then to start preparations for the season ahead. So it won't be long. We kind of kick it off and we know where we are. So I guess this moment in time still remains that we are yet to sign a player. Hotels come in, do that. Dan's come in again, do that. But everything is just about rumours, and we've kind of, I guess I've been talking about that a lot over the last kind of couple of weeks, doing these videos. But you know, let's go through it and kind of cover them off. So a bit of a dead duck really, but Wemo looks like he only ever wants to go to Manchester United in a league Brentford. If he's not leaving Brentford, if he's not going to Man United, then he pretty much is saying he's going to stay at Brentford. So that one looks like a dead in the water. But we kind of expected that. I think certain players want to go to certain clubs, and it looks like that's the one for him. So whether we agree with him or not, I personally don't care. If he doesn't want to come to Tottenham, then I don't want him anyway, mate. Thanks very much. Go off and do your thing over there. And hopefully Man United will have as terrible season next year as they did last year. Of course, the one that has been kind of rumbling on in the background has been Abouche Eze. But again, that one now feels very much Arsenal are coming for that player, and it looks like that he's one of the players that they want to take. And if that's the case, no. I guess it's all about his own preference.
Okay.
But kind of some of the other schools going around that we've kind of backed off from that deal. That we haven't really gone too deep into it. It was one of those that we were kind of looking into, which seems odd to me that people were saying that, because it feels like we've been chasing that player since last summer. And yet here we are this summer now saying that, you know, he was only ever of interest because of really something really actively pursued. So I don't know, that kind of seems odd to me, but who really knows the truth? None of us really know what's going on behind the scenes. It's always one of those situations where you kind of relying on the media and different in the know people to kind of tell you what's really happening. I don't profess to be in the know. I just kind of go along the same as you guys and then give my opinion on it. Eze, I think, would be a great addition to the squad for sure. He's a proven player and looks decent to me. But if that's not who the Hammers that they are looking at, then that's not going to happen. It doesn't matter what my opinion is. But the one that kind of does seem to be gaining next, obviously, is the one we're talking about in terms of Mohamed Kudus. Interestingly, obviously, West Ham, we have we have done business, you know, a fair bit over the years. valuation around £600 million. So,
You must.
Oh, good go. Oh, good. Oh, good go.
better start getting their finger out and now if they think it's right. I get it. Just for sure. Just maybe one of those people who don't feel like at the same time, there's no point going in with a stupidly low bid of buying a house and you're expecting the seller to be desperate enough for it. But if maybe West Ham are desperate, I don't know their situation, so who knows? Who knows? But I know that we, from reports that we've had 2 bids on the back, so if that's desperate, that'll be hard to their valuation. So we're Chelsea to raise Chelsea, I'm sure rise in the league. Yeah, we'll see. But that is the one to kind of game. So that's it. So yeah, so interesting on that. There are lots of bids around the help the agent. They could be snapped up by him, but again, in our options. So there are clubs looking at him. I'm going to go back to Tottenham. I don't know what the expectation is. Is he to gain time? So because of this is about being in Ryan. So I get back to that. To get into that team to really make a difference. And that's what I'm interested in. So the rest of it, and that's taking it if that's what they need to do. They've got people it's a massive, I think, to but that's just my and it looks like Vuskovic is now UK posted a picture on his Instagram showing things that big things sightseeing and stuff. So obviously getting himself over and having a look around and taking the sights of London, which is really good to see. 18-year-old kid, been waiting for him for a couple of seasons now because of the problems come straight away. So interesting for him to come over, centre back, get a young guy has the swing experience. Obviously, they first time for the Roger. So it has been more experience maybe than some others. He's played for his country as well. He's played for his country as well. He once has played at senior level. So yeah, interesting to see what happens there. There is talk just seen about him maybe going out on loan in the Bundesliga to Hamburg. But again, see, that's another one for me. They can try and play out their potential. So for me, if it's not good enough to come in and make a difference in this team, then I'm not really interested in what's going on behind the scenes for that. I would much rather us be focusing on, ready-made players that can come in and change this sport now because we've got potential.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Thanks again. I know it's a step up from that Belgian team, maybe, but at the same time, I wanted to develop and become a strong player for us for the future. So I want players to be in and around the squad and show what they can do. I guess the difficult bit for him is the fact that we have still got Romero and Danso and Ben Davies and Van der Ven and so on that can all play in these kind of centre-back positions. Archie Gray, nobody could play in there, and even Jet Spencer has kind of been in there in that position.
I got you.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Ah!
Well, so yeah, there is a lot of people saying there's all sorts of concepts of reaction comes to the end. It's been probably 2 weeks since that story broke, and yeah, I've still not seen him off the shirt yet. So it's only kind of stacked in that position. But again, it's about whether what you've got in there is good enough. You know, I don't know. It's a difficult one because you only need an injury to the band event, which is likely to happen because it's happened in the last 2 seasons, or an injury to Romero, and then you're a bit back short again, aren't you? And you need to have those options. So it'll be interesting. I know you can only have so many players in a squad, but you need to assess that squad to have the best that you've got available to you. If you're not going to bring in anybody else who is kind of ready-made for that position. Talking of Romero, of course, we do still have this issue of Romero being touted around Atletico. Really looking at him, pushing at that, tapping the player, it feels like to me. But the Spurs valuation is $1 million. And these people who are paid us 55 it's 15 million rand as opposed to Spurs 7 million together. Crazy decision if we sell Romero of you. He's the sort of player that you really would see to keep it on. If you want to be a serious team, you cannot keep selling your best players season after season after season, which we keep doing. You know, we've done it so now it's just ridiculous. We should be that club. We should be that club. We should be, if you're in the top 6 and you're acting like a big 6 now, then you should be making these big players from clubs, sending out your biggest players to go somewhere else. So for me, I'll be really, really disappointed if Romero goes. I think he's absolutely not. I don't think we can afford to lose him. And if he can stay fit, he can have a great season and be a great player for this club. So yeah, really, really, really bit disappointed about that story. There was a couple of things to talk about. What's coming out of Jamaica for a couple of things actually not significant let's talk about the times he's been in training, he's been around the globe, he's been on training, he's watched the training sessions that he's really must have been, and Jamaica for he's massively impressed towards Frank Vincent, top coach who knows his stuff, must have been, fair play to Jamaica, great football. And he knew his around, he played up for the coaches and stuff, so he'll know. He thinks the players are going to like the sort of stuff that Thomas Frank is doing. So he's saying he's a coach, be a great thing for Tottenham. Fair play. Time will tell. We'll have to wait and see what really as to how good that really does turn out. But I'm happy to take your opinion on that before we do that, sure. What I want to on board with is to comment about Daniel Levy, about the conversation before his phone conversation with him before the Europa League, and Daniel Levy said he really, really wants to win it, how overjoyed he was with the club and so on. So, I've never seen Daniel Levy crack a smile at Tottenham winning or whatever, which is I had to think, you're invested in the club, you're supposed to be a support and everything. I never see you jumping at his come on, make him emotional, and just comes across as so emotional. So Jermaine, I'm not really buying that. I'm not really buying that sort of thing. This, effectively put it out there, and that it does feel very much like another one of those to make Daniel Levy a little less of a figure, and I understand because it's focused around the club and that you've got a deep relationship, but your relationship with Daniel Levy is going to be different. Your relationship with Daniel Levy is absolutely sure because he's just, it's one of them. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Sorry. I'll take your word that Tom's a good coach. I'm not so sure. I'll take your word that Daniel Levy is emotional management. That's just one. But going on from the Daniel Levy kind of makes it well. I'm going to try and say the name of this. Vinay Venkatesham. Apologies if I haven't. He's kind of been speaking out and saying these three priorities are football, sport, and staff, which absolutely huge. And it's like he's to become kind of like the face of the senior leadership behind the scenes at Tottenham, moving away from Daniel Levy being the focal point. That he's now going to be the man who kind of interacts with the fan advisory boards and all the rest of it. And I think that's a positive move. I think we do, even me as a fan, we focus so much on Daniel Levy. And I don't think we should. He's only got that, and I don't think he has the final say on everything. It is a board decision for a lot of this stuff. And it really does need more PR and more kind of focus on the fans. And I think I said in the previous video about how much things have already started to change. Venkatesham, Jesus. How things have started to change with him, with the scarves at Bono Clint and the flags and so on, the tifo and stuff like that. So I think it's really interesting that he's kind of focusing on that. And trying to turn that around. I understand that's one of the things he was really focused on with this going down the road. And I can understand where that needs to be, because there is a massive disconnect between the fan base and the ownership, the leadership of this football club. And you don't want it to be that way. You can't want that level of relationship. I think the day that Daniel Levy steps down, moves on, leaves, I think will be a very celebratory day, regardless of what happens in the future. But he can definitely mitigate that by really stepping up at the time when we really need it, because at this moment in time, when I say just won this trophy, the expectations was high, ready to move on to the next level, and where we go from it. But it needs really made players, and keep saying he made players to bolster this squad. So if he doesn't do that, then I just think it's such a missed opportunity, because you can do it to the second.
How the fuck are you?
Give out the number of flags.
Why did you take?
Ultimately, the fans want to see success on the pitch, and want to see the effort on the pitch of the
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll give Venkatesham the opportunity to prove to me that he is a worthy person to listen to by his actions from his words. But yeah, so we'll see on that. The final thing I just can't wait to touch on is I have just the story that seems to have hit me recently is that the Nichols and Gates are coming back. Yes, about bloody time. So the Nichols and Gates, for those of you who remember big gates in front of the old where the old Dickens was, Rudolph's pub, 9 something, the big gates. And there's a famous picture of Bill Burns and Bill kind of standing in between them. I'm sure you've seen it. Iconic, gates really.
Daniel Levy is a horrible person, remember.
But I've always felt that they should be displayed somewhere, that people could go and visit and so on. lately they kind of recreated Bill Nicholson as a statue between those gates. That would be my preference. I like, you know, the columns outside of the south stand, and it goes out and you've got the shops and bits and pieces all around there. It would be quite nice for a nice little corner to have those displayed with a nice statue of Bill Nicholson in the pose he did. Standing at the gates that made him so famous, to have him standing there, for people to be able to kind of stand next to it.
Man United.
A great photo opportunity and all the rest of it.
Arsenal.
But listen, they're not going to do that. They're going part of the way. The gates are being installed in the Paxton Road end of the stadium, around where the ticket office is. So you know where you kind of go out from the media room, you can kind of go round to the north stand. There is a bit on the left-hand side that is where the ticketing office is. So somewhere around there, I'm not quite sure where, they're going to install those gates, and they're going to form part of the heritage tour and so on. And they will be for people to kind of maybe recreate the Bill Nicholson pose and so on, and get those photo opportunities, which I kind of think, you know, it's a halfway step in my view. I think they probably could have done more with that and try to celebrate our heritage more than they do. For me, it's a little bit kind of half-hearted, but I'm absolutely glad to see them back because, you know, they are so iconic and something that lots of older Tottenham fans will remember, you know, so much. So, yeah, I'm glad to see those. It's good that the club are finally doing something with it, but I still do feel that we need some legend statues around, you know, to really kind of make the area our own, and really kind of build it up. So, yeah, we'll see where we go from there. Maybe there will be stuff in the future if Mr. Venkatesh does kind of really get hold and talk to, you know, the supporters and the fan advisory board and the trust and all the rest of it, and really gets the views from the match going fans or the people that are in and around the stadium the most sort of thing. So anyway, bit of a slow week really in terms of actual something really happening. We remain with, you know, loads of links to loads of different players, loads of rumour, loads of discussion points and so on. But these are the bits that I picked up this week, things that I kind of wanted to have a little bit of an opinion on. Let me know if there's a big story that you think I've missed that you'd like me to talk about. Happy to add that in and talk about that. If you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up because that does help the algorithm. If you haven't subscribed to Chris's channel, please do that. I keep saying it, but they put out a lot of videos over the course of the week. You've got Craig with his daily updates. You've got Barnaby who does the watch-alongs. You've got Harry who does player ratings and stuff like that. So of course all the work that Chris does himself with the 60-second update, the Spurs Chat podcast. I mean, there's so much for you to see. So hit the subscription button. Don't cost you anything. Hit the bell so that you get notified when videos come out and so on and so forth. So, and of course, please do leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about any of these stories. What's your opinion on any of those? Let me know whether I've got it right or whether you've got a totally different opinion. And as I say, if there's anything that you specifically like me to comment or talk about, please again feel free to hit that in the comment section so that I know what you're looking for from me. As always, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you on the next one. The Spurs.
Yeah, this is, I think, news actually. One of these players that you can see behind us, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Alejandro Garnacho, Anthony, Cyril Malacia, all informed, we understand, Manchester United, that they want to leave the club. Now, as a result, Manchester United have actually delayed their return date to pre-season. The rest of the squad are expected back on Monday, on Monday, July the 7th, to return to pre-season. But all 5 of these players have been granted a delay so that they can try and sort out a solution for their future. If their futures are not resolved in that period, then they will return to Carrington, to the Manchester United training ground. Not necessarily, it should be said, to reintegrate themselves into the first team squad, though we can't rule that out. It is to use the facilities and use the medical facilities and any remote facilities that they have that all the squad would be able to enjoy anyway. But as it stands, those 5 players, Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho, Anthony, Malacia, have all made it clear to Manchester United of their wish and their desire to leave Old Trafford.
And the interesting one as well, you know when your futures might be not at the club you're at, it's when your number is taken away. But we also found out this afternoon that Matheus Cunha now have that number 10 shirt, the famous Manchester United number 10 shirt, which Marcus Rashford has had since 2018. Now, Cunha was done so early, and you forget what potentially a huge signing this could be for Manchester United, and it looks like he will wear that number 10 shirt. We are told that Rashford was told about this earlier this summer.
Okay, so Doris, let's just go through the 5 players in order and where you think they might end up or what their plans might be. Let's start with the ex-number 10, Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, the ex-number 10 is incredible, isn't it? But Michael is so right when he says that. Nothing says, yeah, you're not put up a part of the club's plans, then, yeah, there's your number. You're not having it anymore. There's your number 10 gone. So Marcus Rashford, we know, spent the second half of last season on loan at Aston Villa, returned to United after both he and Villa didn't take up that £40 million option to make that deal a permanent one. There haven't been any formal offers as yet, we understand, for Marcus Rashford to Manchester United, but we have heard about his desire to join one particular club, and that particular club is Barcelona. He would love to go to Barcelona. Rashford wants Champions League football next season. Whether he would get that move to Barcelona, we know that they've got a few financial issues when they try and get deals over the line. That's another matter. But as far as if he had his wish, he would like to go to Barcelona for next season.
And would United take another loan deal, do you think?
Look, the ideal scenario for all 5 of these players is for Manchester United to get permanent deals done for them, because the way we're looking at their window at the moment is that they have a budget to bring in the likes of Matheus Cunha, and I'm sure Michael will talk about Ryan Mbeumo in a moment. Thereafter, they do still want to strengthen that squad, and it's felt that to really go big again in the transfer window, they would need to make sales. We do know that it's much publicised the financial issues that Manchester United have got. If they were to sell all 5 of these players, you would expect Manchester United to be able to get between 125 to 150 million pounds.
Naughty people, that is a fire sale.
But also, it's easier said than done trying to get permanent deals done, because, and we mentioned Rashford in particular, his wages are really high. So would Manchester United have to entertain another loan move for Marcus Rashford, and then maybe contribute to Marcus Rashford's wages for wherever he goes? Not an ideal scenario. They do want to do permanent deals for these players, but if they're in a situation where they can get 2 out or 3 out of the door permanent deals, there's still that option that a loan deal could be done for one or 2 of the others.
Okay, so Jadon Sancho, another one. Chelsea didn't take up the option to take him.
Yeah, I mean, the talks are ongoing between Juventus and Manchester United over the signing of that man there, Jadon Sancho. Discussions also continue with Sancho's representatives over Arsenal's, that you mentioned, Marcus Rashford on big wages, Jadon Sancho on big wages as well. Now, why are Juventus exploring a deal for Jadon Sancho? Well, one of the big reasons is they haven't been able to secure a permanent deal for Francisco Conceição. They had him on loan from Porto
for the entire season last season, but it was a straight season-long low. Now, at the end of the season, there's a release clause in Conte's house contract, which is 30 million euros. Porto want that paid in one big lump sum. Juventus are trying to negotiate on that release clause. Porto aren't budging at the moment. That's why they focus a little bit of their attention now to Jadon Sancho, because we think the asking price is around £25 million, but it's not a release clause. It's just basically what Manchester United would want for Jadon Sancho. And if you have a price, for example, of £25 million, number one, you can negotiate on that price, and number two, you can maybe negotiate on the structure of that deal as well, so you don't have to pay a massive lump sum straight away. So hence why Juventus are probably having a look at Jadon Sancho, because the Conte Sal one is so up in the air just now.
Okay, or just to make Porto worry about losing the set.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes clubs do that, don't they? They can like send a message by saying, well, we're on Jadon Sancho, we should have been business and stuff, but I'm also aware there is a genuine interest as well.
Okay, number three, Garnacho.
Again, on this one, Garnacho, Chelsea have shown an interest in Napoli. Let's put the conditions of the deal. Garnacho brings his transfer window as well, but it's forward, and Garnacho himself wants to stay in the Premier League. He didn't do himself any favours with regard to Manchester United's future, particularly after the final on the bench, and then he complained via social media, well, look, I played most of these games and I'm now getting 20 minutes in the final. Wasn't pleased, but still wants to be most important. Now, I think that kind of reach comes back as far as Garnacho goes.
It's also a bit of a red flag for folks that are looking at that's
Possibly, but then it's coming time. Is it a situation where a club, where a player just needs a environment to sort of play, be shown that Manchester United just at this stage of his career is just working out in the United.
That means another one that it was just not worked out since he had that trouble off.
Yeah. So Real Betis doing what they can to sign Anthony. Yeah, which was such a close start there last season. 9 goals in 20 starts. The asking price here appears to be the stumbling block here. We think that Manchester United would want in excess of £25 million, whether Real Betis can afford that is another matter. Como have shown an interest in Anthony in this transfer window, but Anthony has made it clear that his preference is to go back to Real Betis because they took the chance on him. The relationship with him with the players is fantastic, and he really does want to go back there. Bayer Leverkusen, another one to watch. They've shown a tentative interest as well. Who's their manager, Eric Ten Hag, Anthony from Ajax to Manchester United, Eric Ten Hag, who managed Anthony at Ajax, Eric Ten Hag.
Okay, and finally, Malacia.
Yeah, he was on loan at PSV Eindhoven last season, the second half of last season, he made just 5 starts in the competition. When he went on loan, there was an option to buy him. PSV Eindhoven have taken up that option, so he's back at Manchester United now. I think he's got a year left on his contract, and I have an option for 4 years, so probably this is the summer to try and do business, but it's going to be a busy summer now for United. Especially with these 5 players making it clear that they're not out.
Go back to the 5 leaving, but Mike, let's bring you in. Whereabouts coming in? Where are we on that?
Well, we've said for the last 7 days we think it's close. Now that we're expecting United to go improve offer, discussions continue. That we've got 2 years left on his deal. The feeling is that they're not too far away. Brentford want at least £65 million. Most of it are all guaranteed. Now we heard Phil Giles on Monday when he said that movement would be happy to stay if the deal cannot be agreed, which I found very, very interesting, particularly flip it round. We know he's been leaving other clubs, Tottenham for example, and he wants to join Manchester United, but it doesn't sound like he's too far. What it says to me though, listen to all these players, how much attention must take more of that bomb? How much of a say will that have on Amorim's?
铁西头这个头发，铁西头还有不同，下面有什么是让你最抓狂？
什么风都有，然后蚊子有时候在背背，然后到，他们就是要追他，然后有时候爬到有然后互相就飞走。太搞笑了。
我想问一下，夏天有什么是最抓狂？
天气很热啊，这边会有穿搭的，
容易出门的大爆汗，开始掉发。
但这样也蛮好看的啊，挺容易出门的。因为可以滑雪的。
就打游戏啊，就是我打游戏打一打，然后就会热到。
班上男生那个流汗，然后整个教室都是他们的味道。重点不要对我选，那个口味哦。安东喜之路一原味联名即将开跑啦！6月24到7月24号，全台一原味就可以得到联名庆礼一批。
好喜斗气，夏天不再气气气。
开局选时刻，最重要的英雄变身时，直接回归。继续限定武器。
哇！你真係遊師。
So you're the fact that they didn't say they want to leave. I mean, is that good news for Manchester United in a way? Because we've heard through grapevines that they don't want to go anymore. They want them on the way.
Yeah, what you said before is interesting because if they made the thought of made them, I'm going to do their fine. So, the ladies go to the window without them being sold. I'm sure clubs might see that as an opportunity to try and get a lower price for them.
你唔會有㗎啦。
So what? These players go on their pre-season tour.
Elimination.
When they're away for 2 to 3 weeks. United are in this summer series. But that intrigues me. Or will they stay behind, play in the under-21s?
Maybe.
Localised games. So, yeah, loads to work out in such a short space of time.
So what are the striker options then, Darmish, for Manchester United?
Look, it should be said.
Subject to there being some money available.
Yeah, but it should be said that Muma, as Michael was mentioning there, he's the price of just now after they brought in Cunha. Then potential sale of those 5 players maybe as well. But they are still exploring a deal in the background for a striker. It's understood that Juventus actually mentioned the potential sale of Dusan Vlahovic, while Juventus and Manchester United were discussing a potential deal for Jadon Sancho. Let's be clear about this. Juventus are desperate to sell Vlahovic. It's the final year of his contract now, and he is on absolute. Gianluca Di Marzio earlier on today, and he said that he's on €12 million next a year, which is good money if you can get it. And on the back of that, Juventus are still very interested in signing Victor Osimhen as well. I mean, you would think maybe Victor is related to out, maybe kind of Victor Osimhen, they have to try and get lose out now off the books. Vlahovic is clearly a good player, and he's one of the number of strikers that Manchester United will have looked at. Another one that they keep an eye on his situation. I think the initial sounding around that deal suggested that there was quite a big gap in valuation between what Manchester United would have been prepared to pay for Ollie Watkins and what Aston Villa would have wanted. He's approaching 30 years old. And I think this may be one that could rumble on towards the end of the window as well. Not just Manchester United, because there'll be a number of other clubs to be interested in a player who's in England this day.
It's the same old, isn't it? The merry-go-round. One deal gets done, and then a big starts to slot into place. But right now, everybody is playing fast and loose, or is that just cagey? It's great, like chess.
sure you will.
Order completed. Well done.
Oh shit.
Let me explain to you very important. When you go to the bank, there is Wi-Fi available. Good morning. Available. So you can get the mobile Wi-Fi.
I don't need. I'm good. I just need a little bit.
It's a very slow, okay?
Yeah. I think so.
And make sure.
That's terrible. I've not heard of that.
Yeah. Because that is cheapest option we went for.
Why are you so cheap? So like Daniel Levy. Terrible.
Because my brother is paying for everything. He's looking after your house. Already he spent a lot of money for doing everything. My mom only uses mobile.
So what's the 10 meg for?
Because mobile phone also needs a signature.
Okay,
Because her contract with the internet is very small for mobile phone as well. So when she is at home, she uses Wi-Fi with data. And also, anyway, because it's a countryside, TV needs to have like some special things.
Okay, so at the end of the day, I don't need
10 meg.
Yeah, 10 meg is fine. Because I'm gonna have to buy. Can you fuck?
It is not internet.
No. No, because once you bought it, you downloaded it, you can play it forever.
Oh, so no need to have internet.
No, no. This one always.
you don't need internet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna check and do some WhatsApp message, which doesn't take 10 minutes. So.
If we don't get, it's one day 770 yen.
How much is that? $5.
Less than 5.
That's quite decent money.
So if you need this, get the mobile Wi-Fi, or they provide the home Wi-Fi, and you get connected to the electric company. That's what I can also get this yen for the that could be what which gives you a lot faster. But there is no 5G, so before still, I guess it will go up to 200.
What? No, what is going on? It's too dark, I can't fucking see. Is that all? Yeah? There's no problem. No other problem.
A problem. What do you mean by internet?
Yeah.
Well, it's just very slow. That's all. You can try slow.
It's only a few days.
Only a few days.
Yeah. So those is only to keep able to message to.
No, I did video meeting, and it was okay. Oh, did I? No. I used I used house phone because I had to forget Wi-Fi for a few days because the remote because internet was not right.
I can't find the fucking one.
Commencing route creation.
Because the house didn't bring the 5G, if we need to do something to work to get the connectivity. So the 5G coverage is good. Because my mom and dad moved out like 20 years ago. So that after that, my granddad actually, they don't have internet. Okay? Because that was like 20 years ago. That, and because my grandma passed away early, and my granddad, he wasn't using internet. He was on cable phone. That's his house. So there was 4G line coming back. For old men, no need to like 4G. In fact, probably wasn't using.
What is the fucking thing? Oh, no, okay, that's it. Best thing you do is to do it daytime. It's stupid how dark it is. I can't fucking see. Even, yeah. Good night. Oh, man. But the kitchen is there. You don't want them to go across the...
But excuse me.
Oh. You know, I spent a long time making some zip line, and now it's gone. Like, what happened? Oh, I just forgot where I placed it. Too late, oh, oh. I want to put up. Well, yeah. Let me get a. Yeah. What happened to all my shit? Where's it all gone? Oh, maybe the. There. Oh, the nuts. I think I know what happened. I built a road, and the road destroyed some of that.
How come? I thought they automatically said it was gonna build the one by the red.
Okay. So who should I play? For 4 days.
Mario Kart. Zelda. I thought you were playing Zelda. Something.
Zelda 1 and Zelda 2. I got Zelda 1 back. I don't want to play that again. I don't want to play Zelda.
Mario Kart.
I don't want Mario Kart. Mario RPG, man.
Michael. Michael やね。Michael. You got the almond milk then? Did you try with the hot chocolate?
I would, yeah. But I think I know what happened. I'm gonna bring 2 to remake it. It's okay. What? Oh yeah, I mean, I need like cool games, not some fucking shit games.
You used to play pictures.
Oh yeah, long time now I changed. Don't be stupid, seriously. No, this is deep. This is real, man. You don't understand. No, seriously, are you serious? You don't get that? Oh man, you are such a village, but no, man. You're so stupid. You're like Rob. He's an absolute stupid player. Oh my god, I can't fucking believe it. Man, are you fucking kidding me? This game made me cry multiple times. You don't get it, man. Like, Blaze just went, oh man, so good. So, I told you that she lost a daughter, and her daughter went to the beach world. But she grew up there because she was being hunted. And there was a woman who was looking after the child when they were being hunted, but the child ported them away to the beach world so that they won't get killed. However, before the port, she was already shot. So when they were in the beach world, she died there. So she already died in the beach world, and the child stayed in the beach world. The women were able to be rescued, come back. The child remained in the beach world, grew up there by other people who stuck between the living and the heavens or whatever. Yeah. So she grew up there, and because you see, Sam, that world were in charge or had a strong connection with the mother's lover, right? She had a lover behind Sam's back, and Sam went back in there because there was a connection. Fight the guy many times. Eventually, oh my god, she's really strong. She followed Sam through back to the real world. Did speak the language. Did no mannerism. Don't like to wear shoes. Don't wear anything. And eventually, they taught her to be human, and her learning way was great. And then when trouble once started, she was showing her power, like bam, 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 killing, punching, and very strong. So, and anyway, she trying to escape, trying to go back, Anyways, the big thing is, eventually they realized everyone actually saw a picture of her holding a pot that she thought her daughter is in there as a baby, but that she carried with her all the time. But actually, no, look at the picture. And actually, the pot has now always been empty and dirty. And eventually, of course, you realize that she was so powerful, and she was your daughter. And at the end, oh, it was so good. Even the music was so great. Seriously, the music is so great. Okay, there's a Japanese actress here. She plays Rainy. What happened was that she has this power that whenever she go outdoors, it rains. Village resent her, send her away. Okay, don't like her, even hurt her. She ran away, about to jump off the cliff. It's fragile. Why don't you stick? I've been looking for you. Why don't you come with me? Work for me. Join Fragile Express, right? And well, Sam one time was the forest was on fire. It was saving a kangaroo because people called for help. And went save the kangaroo. And he go, how are we going to put out the fire? And Rain, her name is Rainy. And just clear up there. So this time, the bad guy come and torture. Right? There was a big cool fight. And and they torture him. It's endless fire, burn him to death. Because Sam's power is he cannot die. So he was burned to death, arise, burned to death, endless. But of course, no one could help. Even the strong, he's strong. He didn't know it was his daughter yet. And become and rain and kill her. It was really touching, man. But anyway, so at the end, after the big bat's done and everything's closed off, the daughter suddenly, Sam, I remember our journey now.
But
He said, he went up to Norman Reedus and said, I'm your Lou, you know. And she just went, yeah. And that was so cool, man. So, but Fajar died because she died in a spiritual world, and the physical body, the time is different, caught up. And she only remembered that she actually died in the last hour. At the end, this French actress, yeah, she doesn't look very pretty here, but she's okay in real life. Her art performance was the best, man. Like she was discolored in this cutscene, and then she grabbed the baby, and then the camera is like backing off, and she just confidently holding the baby, and then she kind of presented it back to Sam. But then there was a whole scene of all the spirit and the people from the afterworld raised, as in physically raised. I think that signified that they raised her, and then eventually she was in the coffin, really. And then she came with the coffin, you know. But it's so touching, man. And then I think at the end there were a lot of echoes and a lot of references, but you see across the landscape that Potter, what this is happening, will replace with a lot of robots. So a robot was delivering things all over the place. And then you see a young woman with a short hair and a cigarette. And then eventually you zoom out, zoom back in, it was Lou. So in the future, she grew up and became a porter as well with that superpower thing. It's amazing. Seriously, it's the best. The gameplay is kind of average, but everything together. The music was so good because you see all these people who come together to do this project, which is uniting Australia. They all have some loneliness, some resentment, like Rainey was rejected, but she has great power to save a forest. It's great power, and it's crazy how well the music, like this music. That's the story of Rainey. So you might not enjoy this. I'm going to read it. Like it's something very epic, but you can sense that loneliness, that resentment, that she's doing something so great, but only she knows. Not all those people, they were never able to see the beauty, and that's so, for me, so eerie and so endearing, and it's very attractive, And later on, it echoes with children's choir. I don't know if that means because she's pregnant, and there's some illness in the world that a lot of women are stuck at 7 months. And because the world is not balanced, so they couldn't give birth. So they have 11-year-old children stuck at 7 months sometimes, So eventually, it does show a Polaroid of her holding her child that she had given birth to them, and everything was fine. But the story of Rainy is like this, and of course Louise, who's called Tomorrow, also has her own story. Basically she is a superpower person, being the child of Sam who couldn't die. They call repatriate, and inherited the big power. And she actually is a catalyst to end the world. But now she just absolutely kicked ass, man. I absolutely love her. She is, but I'm not just her. Fragile, her personality. Rainy is the weakest. I don't like her. She's played by this Japanese girl. I don't know who that is. And Roman Readers just play this really sad and broken, doesn't say a word. Fantastic. But the gameplay, average. But the piece of media is so important. Seriously, this is so important. Yeah, and the music are so fucking crazy. This guy called Woodkid, who did the first game as well, and he was fantastic. At first, Woodkid, Kojima would use song that Woodkid already made. This time, Woodkid directed the whole thing. Now, there's a young woman. I told you how much I love Magnificent with Angelina Jolie, and this young woman called Elle Fanning plays a child that Angelina Jolie adopted, and she cannot sing. But together, her significations in this song called The Wilder was so, it echoes a sense of loneliness together. So powerful, and I realized that it doesn't matter if she could sing or not. And she tried her best, but it was quite shit. It's amazing, this project. If you think that, my God, I pay like a standard amount of money for this game and have a shit game, absolutely big. So good, man. So much art. Now, what is it? Hello. Hey, thank you. Now, can you help the gentleman? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think so.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Nice and easy.
Yeah. Hey.
Structure successfully
Feels good.
Yeah. And two, I don't say no. 5, 54. How many? 4.
It sounds like you said
I don't know, John. 4. Oh, 2. 1. Oh,
Counting on you.
4.
heavy. Oh, Neil, can you sort out the fridge? I don't think we have space.
I'm not going to put 20 toys.
Why not?
Because you don't give for 1 toy.
Oh, you mean you need to replenish it?
Is this the best you got?
Ah! 屌你老母係！ Yeah, I had popcorn.
Construction process now complete.
No. Oh yeah, I saw that when on the way back up. You can't tell, right? It was not nice, that weather. Get me out, your friend. Okay, okay, cool.
Feel free to stop by anytime you like.
Wasted. What do you mean, Cole?
Yeah!
Do you realize that on the weekend, my plans, yeah, leave it out if you want, help you pack. So that all of your suitcase are souvenirs. But you still need for your Jijan, right?
Yeah. I don't say that to work. I have no time to fight to fill up.
That's fine.
Counting on you.
Construction process now complete.
Feel that speed!
Oh. It's good. Oh, I wonder.屌你老母啊！ Just half through ruin. Oh, invisible.
Nice.
Construction process now complete.
can do. So we've whipped up a special... Something tells me you need more materials.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This color is... Exactly. You're doing great, but push through and...
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.